Welcome back, everybody, to Stardew Valley here on Fantasy Farm, where the spirits are in good humor and the weather is rainy outside, but it is set to be bright and sunny the following day in both locations. Hi, Callie. We don't give you pets as often as we should. Speaking of things we don't often say, by which I mean we say pretty much every day, we've got mail. Delta, congrats on a successful island fishing trip. I'm proud of you. Here, take the special fish tank. It'll make a great piece in your house, Willie. The deluxe fish tank. This thing is a pretty decent-sized one. It also cannot be placed outdoors. Well, that's fine, because it's not designed to be. It's going to be indoors. I'm going to put it right there for the time being. I said I was going to buy one of those, but I forgot that was the reward, and so he gave me one. So actually what I'm going to end up doing with it is I'm going to take the legendary fish, the crimson fish, the mutant carp, the glacier fish, the legend, and wherever the last one is, the angler. And those are the fish that I'm going to put in there. This is going to be our tank of legendary fish. In order to put one of those in there, you just go up to it, right-click to put it in, and there you go. Despite being put in a cage for X amount of time, depending on which one you're referring to, they are still very much alive. Oh, I can't add any more items of this type, huh? Alright, well, I guess it'll be those four, then. The legend will be, given his own space someday, but not today. Alright, so, for today, as I do the routine, we're going to kind of talk about what we're going to be doing for the video, primarily here. Ooh, that's already done. Nice. For the video, what we're going to do is predominantly be spending our time... Oh, right, that was also part of a quest. On the island, and the primary reason for that is mostly leaning towards trying to get through the volcano dungeon / pick up things from the volcano dungeon in order to hopefully grab more of the remainder of the golden walnuts, as there's not too many of those left, but also to try and get more of the secret notes, so that's what I'm leaning towards. The other option that we do have that I potentially am considering is also going to the Skull Cavern rather than the Volcano Dungeon, and by doing that, we can get more Iridium. So I'm kind of debating what to do there. Would have a greater chance to find coal and other resources as well, so that is an option. I'm just kind of debating on what specifically I want to do there, so I'll mull that over as the routine's kind of going on. Either one would be useful. It would be a good idea to keep track of the special order at the island as well. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we've gotten milk from everybody. What do I want to put in there? I guess the goat milks will be fine. The goat cheese gives you more anyway. In terms of our farm, things are mostly looking good. The blackberries are still in season. I don't really think I need to bother with those anymore. I think we're good at the 250 plus that we have. I think by the time that once those do eventually wear out, they will eventually, but it's going to take a while. I mean, heck, it took us a whole year for them to wear out last time. But once they ultimately do, I think by that point I will have moved on to putting it in something better for recipes and the like. Stuff that I'll actually use. Things that'll boost my defense, less so... Oh, good, these are ready as well. Less so just like, oh, generic, hey, you can kind of find these anywhere, and so I can recommend them because they're easy to use. By this point, you'll kind of have more things you can choose from, so I think we'll be okay on that front. I don't think we have any mixed seeds or anything to replace those yams. And how are we doing on yams? We do not have a lot of yams. So I think we'll just do this, because I don't know how many of these I've sold, admittedly. Probably not very many. 10. Okay, that's actually not as bad as I thought. If we have to do 50 in every crop, we'll just do this. I'll toss a grape in there. We're going to gradually pick those up as time goes on. Add another piece to the pile here. Nope, to this pile. There you go. So add that. I believe, yes, we do still have some iridium left to smelt. That'll be the last of what we got, though, until we go to get more. That's going to be it. What else to do? What else to do? Let's switch to this screen here. Island ingredients we're kind of waiting on. I don't care about the coal. I don't care about doing that one right now. I'm just kind of double checking everything. I'll probably wait till closer to the end of the week for gifting Leo if he's not on the island. We're good here. Items, we're waiting on this stuff. Yeah, it kind of comes down to, do I want to go for Iridium or do I want to go for the secret notes and the golden walnuts? And honestly, as weird as it sounds, I feel like I would rather go for the golden walnuts and secret notes. Yeah, I think I would rather do that. As weird as that sounds, that's what I would rather do. I have the warp totem to get back. At some point I do need to get more carrots if I'm going to keep the speed boost going here. And I've got the coffee boost. Yeah, is there really any... I'm trying to think if there's any other reason why I shouldn't just go straight to the island. I don't really believe there is. Yeah, I don't really believe there is. We're not going to be doing the tool enchantments just yet. Soon, but not just yet. So yeah, for now we're just going to head on down, I think. I'll check very quickly on the help wanted board. And I guess accept it. I'm really only looking for prize tickets at this point for that. Speaking of which, there's one right there. Go and cash that in. Morning, Lewis. It's only one piece of fairy dust, but that's still a very good reward, and there's some other good things coming up, and also a plant. So yeah, I would like to get a good bit of time put in here to hopefully... I'd like to at least get... I know it's reaching. I'd like to get at least 2 golden walnuts and 2 secret notes. I know that is kind of the downside of, you know, it might be wishful thinking, basically. Also, we do have more bobber styles here that I could add. I don't know if I'm really invested in any of these too terribly much. There's no purple ones, which kind of sucks. There is actually, but it's one of these last 2 that we don't have, because we are missing a key item that we don't have access to. That might be something I have to check. We might have access to it, and I've just forgotten about it. Oh, no, I know where it is. Okay. Because there's at least one more, and I do know where that is. Right. Let's do a quick little meander. These are not ready. They look like they're ready, but they're not. So nothing on that front. That melon I thought was ready, but no, that's not ready either. Over here, I did keep my bombs, and I do want to continue to keep those. Yeah, I said I'm not going to do anything with the with any of the cinder shards and whatnot. This is strictly for looking for items. So I don't really think there's anything here. I could sell these, but I think you can use those for something. Yeah, I think for now we'll just head out. Doesn't look like there's too terribly much else to worry about. I am going to put this fairy dust up. I don't want to use this by accident somewhere. I don't want to put these away, but I am going to move them. Just to move stuff around. There we go. That'll work just fine. Alright, away we go. How many golden walnuts do I have in hand? I have 23. Okay. I'm trying to think what else the golden walnuts can be used for at this point, and I don't really think there's much. I think it's like the Parrot Express for 5, building the bridge for 5, having the shortcut on floor 5 also for 5. Yeah, that was actually a decent haul from that. The TLDR is I don't think there's any big things to keep them for, so I'm going to go ahead and build this bridge. It's really not that big a deal, because again, you might need the watering can to get through a floor anyway, but it's a cool looking bridge, and, you know, it'll save me like 3 seconds, basically. We can also work on the Monster Slayer goal while we're in here for the wisps, the fireballs, as I call them. I'm just going to keep calling them fireballs. There was like nothing in here. A very easy floor, a little too easy. I want that fireball to come back, and then I'm going to do a little bit of exploration. Oh, this is a trinket. I was like, I don't recognize this. Critical strike give you a speed boost for 5 seconds. If I were to use the needle, i.e. the dagger weapons, that might actually be pretty dang good in conjunction with some stuff you can do, but I don't really do that, so for me that's probably going to be a pass, I think. Is there anything over here? There's some spots we can bomb. Again, we are looking for the secret notes, and if I see Iridium, I'll grab that too. Prismatic shards, always welcome. Some coal is always welcome. That was a weird-looking floor. I've not really ever seen one do something quite like that. Keep on swinging, Davey. Watch my health here. We just picked up a bunch of these. There's no reason to not use them if you're gonna die. Maybe at some point when I am, like, I intentionally spend a lot of money on something and I'm really low on money, I'll just, like, not bring any items in and, like, let myself die just so you can see what it looks like. It's not doing much work over here. I'm kind of wondering what's going on. Oh well. I kind of like how these floors have been thus far. They've looked a lot cooler than they normally have been as of late. As of late, they've just seemed to be like, how can we make this as annoying as humanly possible? Now they actually kind of look cool. I think so, Mr. Tiger Slime. Watch me actually complete that quest with the coal. I'm not going to turn it in, even if I wanted to. I'd run out of time. But it would be really funny if it was completed. Drop another one here, I guess. Yeah, it's gonna blow up the mushroom, but you know what? Sometimes these things happen. A carp frenzy has begun nowhere freaking close to you. Well done. That's very helpful. Alright, there's a journal scrap. Weapon enchantments. Artful allows you to do special moves more rapidly. Bug Killer do more damage to bugs. Vampiric occasionally siphon health from a monster. Crusader do more damage to unholy monsters. Think like Ghost, for example. Of these, Artful is probably your best one. Maybe Vampiric. Haymaker, when cutting weeds, you get more fiber. Also a chance to collect hay. Tool enchantments. Powerful do more damage to stones, trees, and the like. Reaching increases your charge-up capacity for a greater area of effect. Shaving, chance to peel off additional wood from chopping. Bottomless, the watering can will never run dry. Generous, dig up more from beneath the earth. Archaeologist, greater chance to find artifacts and bones. Efficients, take no energy to use. Swift, swing the tool faster. Master, increases fishing level. Auto hook, automatically hooks the fish when they bite. Preserving, bait and tackle have a 50% chance to not be consumed. So yes, these are the boosts to your tools, and obviously some of these don't apply, well, all of these do not apply to all tools. Things of like, oh, it automatically hooks the fish, unsurprisingly, is not going to show up on your axe. If it does, something's wrong with your game. That's not supposed to happen. So if it does, yeah, I don't know what to tell you there. Regardless of that, with those enchantments, they're a little weird. You might want to do some save scumming potentially, because the order that you get, like if you take 3 different things and forge them that day, and then you reset the day and forge those exact same things again in a different order, you will get different enchantments. You can redo the enchantments, but the redoing of enchantments does cost you money, so if you're okay with spending the time to reset to have to do the least amount of re-enchantments possible, that will give you an edge in using up less of your material. So, kind of depends on if you're open to doing that or not. Yeah, there's not that far you can go, bud. You're in a little spot here. Yeah, I do want that coal, so I'm going to take that. And I guess probably with that, yeah, there's the requirement. Ooh, some pineapple seeds. Thank you. Man, I was really hopeful about that one particular crate there. 500G and some cinder shards. These guys always have a chance to drop those when they die. The other ones do as well, the lighter ones that can inflict you with the burn status. It's nice to go through here and not just have to, like, worry about moving quickly. What you gonna do, buddy? What you gonna do? There you are. Let's get you out of there. Very nice. I'll just take the damage on this. Is this another one where, well, I guess it can't be at the top. It's... Where are we going? Are we going over there? Is that where we're headed? I don't feel like this is where we're heading. Nope, it's definitely not there. Alright, where are we going in this floor? It's gotta be over here, right? It's the only kind of spot I wasn't really focused on. There's gotta be a way to get out of each of these floors. They can't put you in an unsolvable room, thank heavens. Where's our way out? Is it over there, maybe? No, it's not over there. And after I was just giving praise, too, about, like, oh, these floors have been really, like, nice and... There we go, it's over here. Alright. Floor 5, I do want to go ahead and do this, sure. Exit shortcut. This does exactly what you think it does. Like I said, it drops one of those little holes like you could see in the Skull Cavern. And you can use that to get out. Hey, there's one of the gold walnuts I needed. Very nice. You don't really have anything I need, so I'm not going to spend any money here. I don't want to drop any of these things, so we'll just keep going. This is gonna hurt. Yeah, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be real bad. We're just gonna mash through this for basically until I get back up to full health. Also, I lied. Never let them know your next move. Never let them know your next move. They can hear you. You know they can. I don't actually know if these brighter ones, because they are a different name, I don't know if those count towards the Monster Slayer goal. I'm going to assume yes, for the sole reason that you can get things of like, oh, the little crabs, that hide under the rocks, you can get different versions of those killed and they will count towards the total. So I gotta think, because these function almost identically to the other ones, I gotta think these also count. I can't imagine why they wouldn't. There's a switch there. There's no dragon tooth, which is what I was hoping for. And from the sounds of it, we do need to find another one. I would like that, actually. I would like to have that. Yeah. And we haven't had to do that in a while, of throw something away because we're out of inventory space while mining. Let's be fair, also, usually it hasn't mattered. Ooh, there's a mango sapling. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give up something for that. It would not hurt to have a second mango tree going. I think this is the correct way, but I'm just gonna quickly, yeah, check just to make sure. So there's a second switch somewhere, huh? There you are. We're probably not going to have a lot of time to hang around on floor 7, but there might be some stuff there that we could potentially get something out of. I was hoping for more than one golden walnut and one hidden, or one secret note. So maybe with a little bit of luck. I would like that ruby. I'll give up the ginger for that. Slime for the aquamarines. Give up my sanity for all these fireballs. Ooh, no, you're knocking me into low health, and with that minus defense, I do want to be a little bit more careful. All right. Show me what you got. There we go. Very nice. I can hang around here for maybe like 20 more minutes, I think. I don't really care about fighting you. I'd rather see what's in here immediately. We've got time to set off one more bomb. Yeah, it was worth a try to see if we could get maybe one more note out of that, but that's alright. We'll be back another day, probably potentially as soon as tomorrow in game. So what's our reward from this? We did get enough to get another Iridium bar going. So that's something, I guess. Resources I'm just going to put away, except for the bombs. I want to hang on to those. Let's see. I don't have time to plant this, unfortunately, so I'm going to move it over here with the rest of the island stuff. I guess the trinkets for now I'm going to leave in here. The rings are kind of like trinkets, even though they fit into a different slot. But it's the same kind of idea, so I'm comfortable with putting those in there for now. Let's see, driftwood. Don't need either of those things. We'll put these away. And I think that will do it. Another diamond, very nice. And yeah, usually for mining days, you're not going to see very big profits. That's probably the lowest one we've seen in quite a while. It might get to the point where I start throwing any of the gemstones, barring the prismatic shards in there, but we will still need them. Spirits are happy, alright. I'd rather have bombs cannot damage you, I think. And infinite energy, that will come in handy as well. Well, we've got the first one we put in there ages ago. That has finally hit Gold Star, but it is still going to Iridium for the time being. Got some hay from Marnie, which could come in handy. Nothing else to throw in here right now, so I think we will go ahead and do routine, and I will see you guys once that is all been taken care of. Alright, we're back, and as I did not have enough space at the time, I put away some of the things, but I have not done the animals yet, so this is what I'm putting away. Coffee bean, all of our corn, all of our crops that are non-normal quality, the lava eel roe, and I'll throw in the squid ink as well, because why not? So what I still need to do is, there's actually a few things I need to do. I do need to take care of the animals as well, but there is one other thing that I want to draw some focus on as well. So let's quickly do the usual here. Lowest quality ones are always the ones that I put in here. Here's what our eggs are looking like in case you're curious. We haven't really seen these in a while. I try to keep a little bit of everything. Some of these have obviously gotten like way out of hand, and if I needed a couple extra thousand, I could clearly just sell a bunch of Iridium star eggs, and, you know, no one would really lose any sleep over that. But I think we'll be okay. Where have my cows gone? One of them's out here. Where's the other one? There you are, hiding behind the trees. Okay, We'll put all this away. Now for the other thing that I want / need to do is I do need to put more things in the preserves jars. I've forgotten to do that, and that is entirely my fault. But also we probably do have material that we can use to make more of those now. So, taking a look at what we need for those. Wood, stone, coal. Obviously coal was our biggest problem here of all these. Clearly it wasn't stone. So I do want to make more of these. I'm going to keep an eye on it and kind of not let it drop, below 30. I could probably do one more. How much was it for each one? 8. Yeah, that'll put it right at 30. 13 is a lucky number of mine. We are running low on wood, so I will need to fix that pretty soon, but that's perfectly okay. As for the jellies, we'll kind of keep going with blueberry for now. Again, just because the mass quantity of it seems like the most reasonable thing to do. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and add these back into the shed. So right here is where I want these to start. And we're kind of doing a similar pattern to what we did with the casks as well, to where you can just run right through and dump these all off without too much issue. And there we go. I'll double check in the house to see if I have put one in there or not, because I don't think I have. And if that's true, I want to add that so I'll know whenever I go in there, oh, hey, these are done. Should probably do that. Yeah, let's quickly do that. Nope. Try again. There you go. You did it. We're very proud. Alright, that should be it for there. Other things I want to do is I do want to break open those artifact troves, golden mystery boxes, mostly just get them out of my inventory, but hey, you never know. Something interesting might crop up there. If you'll pardon the expression. So let's swing on by there. Ooh, please and thank you. The other things I want to do is I want to check on the raccoons. Oh, of course you're not here today, I forgot. Dang it, Clint. Such a letdown, all the time. I do want to check on the raccoons, and I want to check on the traveling merchant to see if the raccoons need anything, and if the traveling merchant has anything that I want. I don't need those hazelnuts, so I'm not going to hang on to them. This will go here. This will go here. I don't want to hang on to these to clear, so I can save inventory space. These are coming to the island with me, and these are going to be used on the island, so I think we're good on that front. For the mega bombs, what was the other thing? Gold ore? I think these were the 3 things. Yes. So I'll stop when I've got, like... should be more than enough, I think. I was going to say either 100 or 50 of the solar essences, or 100 of the gold ore. 99 is close enough. I'll put the animal cracker in here, just so it's a little... Oh, yeah, because there's already one in there. That also works, too. We'll just pretend that that was done on purpose. Yeah, I do want to go check on those other 2 things, though, and see if there is anything worthwhile there. And since we've got a good luck day, bombs cannot damage us, and we've got infinite energy, this would be a good day to go poking around again. Psst, Bobo, I need a gift for the missus. 4 coral, 8 geode. I don't know if I have 8 regular geodes, but I definitely have 4 coral. The only reason I wouldn't have the geodes is because I just throw them in the crusher. Normally by this point you'd definitely have them, but I could check and see. Doesn't look like it. We could do that today, technically. Over here. Yeah, part of me actually kind of does want to do that. I don't feel like it would be too terribly time-consuming to do that. Yeah, why not? Let's see if we can pull it off. We'll go to, like, floor 5, I don't know. So I feel like this is going to be something that's going to take too terribly long to get 8 of these. Okay, they're sitting right there. I was going to say, I need a spot where I can check. Get this in boost going. I know there was a lot of staircases, but we'll just grab this one. There we go, there's another set. There's 7. Oh, surely we can get one from this big set right here. There we go. No problem. It's weird to think how much of a headache that would have been back in the day at the start of this, and now it's like, oh, 8 geodes? Yeah, no sweat, we got you. I still got the coral on me, so let's just run that all down there. We'll sort out inventory stuff when we get back. And I didn't actually check the traveling merchant while I was there, but we should have time to do both those things before heading off to the island again. I don't see why we wouldn't. Hey, buddy. I got what you need. There you go. Thanks, Bobo. Take this. Jungle tank. That's kind of cool looking. I like that. Raccoon shop has been expanded. I assume it's probably to let you, yeah, buy that for 5 broken glasses. Yeah, that's very reasonable. We're happy for now, Bobo. All right. How about you? What do you got? Not really anything. Well, we could grab this. This is 30,000. The retro catalog. We could buy this too. Let's do something wild. Why not? Retro Catalog, a collection of unique furniture from a bygone era. I'm taking it. And Joja Furniture Catalog grants one lifetime subscription to the official Joja Thrive collection, featuring 40 exclusive furniture pieces. We got the money for it. Why not? We'll grab them. At some point, I do want to pick all those up and basically get free reign to decorate exactly how I want. Right now, it's just like I have some of the wallpapers and some of the flooring, but not all of them. So this will give us a few more pieces for that. So we've got those. Let's put all of that junk away that we just picked up or sell it, whichever we're going to do. I did say I wanted a jungle-themed thing, though, so having the jungle tank in here would be very fitting. There we go. I don't know what we're going to put in there yet, but we'll figure it out at some point. Alright, in terms of things to sell, I don't need these. I don't really need the sap, but I'm going to go ahead and sell it anyway. For the catalogs, we'll just put them here and here. I'm curious what's in here. Yeah, these are kind of cool. I do like these. Yeah, I feel like you could make some cool stuff with this. I don't hate seeing any of those. Terms of service. By activating this item, the user hereby agrees to not hold Joja co-responsible for any damage to life or property resulting from the use of the Joja Thrive furniture. The user is aware that there may be untested plastic materials present in one or more Thrive furniture pieces, and waives any right to hold Joja Co. liable accountable for adverse health outcomes attributable to contact with said plastic materials. The user hereby waives any right to hold Joja Co. liable for a so-called shoddy workmanship, and agrees that any and all bodily harm resulting from breakage, cracking, powdering, bending, clamping, pinching, impaling, or any other intended effect of using Joja Thrive furniture is solely the result of voluntary user action. Join us, Thrive. Wow, that sound like something my workplace would say. Yeah, I feel like the ones that are like this, that don't have the Joja logo plastered on them, are kind of cool. That, however, is not. Yeah, like some of these are totally fine. It's the J light's kind of cool. If your names start with J, mine does not. I don't have a J anywhere in my first, middle, or last name. I feel like some of these are cool. When it doesn't have Joja plastered across it, yeah, they're actually quite passable. For now, though, let's continue our mining progress, shall we? Also, I had some cinder shards on me at some point. Did I throw those in here? Because they're useless over on this part of the... Yeah, they're useless over here. I'm going to take them back with me. Literally, they serve no purpose. Also, before I go... At some point, I'm actually going to have to start crafting those, which feels really weird to say. I don't... we might have crafted, like... I know we crafted some of the rain ones, but the normal ones, I don't think I've crafted any of those. I think this has all been found. Or if I have crafted one, it was probably only one. It certainly wasn't that many. Put this down here so I don't accidentally use it. Hey, Willie, don't mind me. I'm just gonna head on off to the island here, even though you're required to come with me. I know I'm continuing to keep this place closed. I'm being a jerk to the villagers by doing that, but at some point I will actually open it up to where they'll be able to go. I want to check and see if Leo is here or not. Just kind of poke around, and if I see him, I'll quickly drop off a duck feather. I'm always so curious as to what the bird will say for what we have left. One encased in Fire Mountain gadgets. Yeah, that just means the crates you have to break open. There's at least one more in there, which is true. I think we've either picked up 3 or 4, but we definitely have not gotten all 5. Yeah, so since I don't see Leo there, I don't see him anywhere here, unless I see him in the north, and I probably won't go back anyway. So I think that is probably all for there. Some more pineapples, that's good. These are also ready, thank heavens, more of the taro roots. There's 1 gold walnut, there's 2. That's all the taro we have. How many does that leave? 81. Alright, that's good. That's a good start. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and sell them all for now. I'm going to toss these in here. And while we're planting the rest of this stuff, those will probably finish up. No need for these right now. 126 on the shards, not bad. I guess I'll toss the gold star one in here. Put that right there. Love how vibrant the starfruit color looks on the top of these as well. Like I said, it does feel like an island crop, so it fits very well here, I think. Alright, so if we shipped all we've sold for these... Well, it's not going to count that till the end of the day, but we still got plenty of time to do those. Do we have any bones? We do. Alright, I'm going to grab these for some extra taro seeds, and then we'll... I think we're just going to... Well, no, we probably should take them back. Yeah, we'll take them back. Go ahead and get them planted. Could grab more pineapples if I was willing to give up the magma caps. I swear they're used for something else, though. Deluxe cowboy hat. I feel like a cowboy hat would be in line with me, but if I was to get one, I kind of want the multi-colored one that keeps changing colors. Plant those, and I think we're good on that front to head off. We definitely have enough to where they're growing, but like, I mean, we might as well have those added. But once we hit that point, I probably will I'll probably just keep normal quality, sell the high quality, and swap it out for starfruit. I'm not gonna lie, that's probably what will happen with it. Just because we won't really need it for anything else other than specifically recipes. That's basically all it will be used for. You have a chance to drop pineapple seeds. Yeah, very nice. Alright, what do we got in here, boys? Oops. He dropped a mega bomb, very nice. That's why. I was like, why can't I get through there? You're just gonna keep crashing into me while I do this. There we go. No, another one of those. Okay, I was hoping for, I don't know what I was hoping for, but I was hoping for something better than that. I'm gonna use the bombs to clear up my inventory. Oh, I'm walking away again. Bombs cannot damage you. Not today, anyway. They can't. And that sounded like part of the Final Fantasy X music right there at the beginning of the game, where you're still in Xanarkand. Yeah, I saw those crates up there, but I'm gonna deal with you guys first. Hey, there's one. Very nice. Well, that should be able to get the coal. I don't need the coal by any stretch, but if I see it, yeah, there's a pretty good chance I'm gonna drop a bomb to be able to grab it. Ooh, that put me in a weird spot. I thought I was in the center of the screen there for a second. I clearly was not. Jackass. I wasn't going to kill you. I was going to leave you alone, but after you did that, I don't think so. Yep, come on over. You can clear the path for me here. There we go. Good shot. Yeah, I don't think we're getting through this room specifically because I just saw that switch over there way on the left. Just poke around, look for shards, and wait for you to decide to do whatever you're going to do or not do. Come on. There we go. Pacing just slowed to a crawl after that guy decided to not attack for like 5 million millennia. So we can get one out of that crate there. Nope, doesn't look like it. Yeah, nothing else. Alright. That is not the warp totem. Nice try. Let's give that another go. Well, more shards, more coal. A little bit more iridium ore. So not too bad. Kind of just put all that away. I'm not going to put away the ruby, the amethyst. I am going to go ahead and sell those, I think. Let's see, for our sell list, I don't need a second one of these, so I'll sell that. Island, I am going to sell one of these, because why not? Island. Island, we can sell that, sure. That's all of our sell stuff. Yeah. We did just spend a fair bit on those catalogs there, so might as well make some of it back. Yeah, it's about 2/3 of what we paid for the JoJo one at the very least, because I think that one was 30 and I think the other one was 110. I actually don't remember what they were off the top of my head, but it's fine because we can make that money back. Also, here's what your Terra Roots are selling for. 110 for normal quality, 137 for silver, 165 for gold. So yeah, the pineapples though, you can see why though. Like, if you're getting these golden quality ones, each of these is basically 500G, and that's, you know, not if you put them into a I mean, probably what I would do with them is I would likely turn them into jelly. I'm going to assume they'd be pretty good for jelly, at least the normal quality ones would be. So that's probably what I would do with them. I don't know if I'd bother to take them back, though. Take them back to Stardew as the big thing until it was time to make different crafting recipes with them. For now, though, looking at our collections, we're getting closer. I think we were at Journal Scrap 6, and now we're at 8. Maybe we're at 7, but we still need to get a couple more of those so I can get that last one. We got a couple of the golden walnuts from the farming, so we're getting a little bit closer to getting all those done. And in terms of our taro root, we've got 19 left, and we definitely have 19 growing, so I'm very confident that we will get that one done with plenty of time to spare. So I'm not worried about that one anymore. Otherwise, we'll keep an eye out for the remaining 2 things. I did not check to see if the strong stuff was a summer-only thing, but the other one you should be able to do year-round, so I'll keep an eye out for that one popping up pretty soon, hopefully. But that is something we will look at next time here on Stardew Valley, here on Fantasy Farm. When we do all that, and if nothing else is going on, we'll probably make some runs into Skull Cavern to get more Iridium, to get the sprinkler set up on the island so that we can really start growing a ton of starfruit once the crop quest is all said and done. Till then, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Later.